Okay, Saturday morning, Universal show, man. I tell you what, always a pleasure.
Always a pleasure. Brother.
Always a pleasure when I see this brother.
Yeah,
you know.
of course.
Always. My brother from day dot.
Yeah, from when I had a little skin head. Always.
Who's in the building this morning?
This is Maverick Sabre. How are you
Maverick
keeping?
Sabre. Boy, your voice is deep as well.
It's getting deeper. I was like, how are you doing over there? You all right?
Yeah, Special K. Check out my rap.
Yeah. Got a deep tone now.
Yeah, so how you been,
tone.
man?
Yeah, really good.
All grown up now, innit?
Yeah.
Do you know what? It sounds mad when I say that, innit?
Yeah, it did.
Come on, when you go to visit your uncle, like.
No, boy. Look at you now. Look how big you're after getting.
Yeah.
How many hairs you got under your armpits? Huh?
You're getting it in, my boy.
Yeah, you're getting it in. Yeah. But look, I remember the first time. Actually, I've got this image of that video in my head. I remember the jacket I was wearing. I remember we shot it in the coal in Camden.
Yeah,
little park down behind where the bridge is at the back of that. Yeah, I remember that.
2009, you know.
It's at 2009. Lord, 19. Yeah.
I'm like, I don't think people understand. They don't understand.
I think had I even been signed at that point?
No.
I think it was. Actually, it wasn't. I remember.
No, remember we was having a joke about about the O's.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember.
Do you remember?
That. I remember.
And then you was talking about that was like the following year. You was like, no, anybody that comes to me, they've got to have the O's.
Yeah, I remember specifically.
Yeah, so how's the O's looking at her? I was looking at her.
They're all right now. They're all right.
Well, in case you haven't gathered this morning, listeners, we've got Maverick Sabre in the building, and I'll tell you what, man, I'm happy for this brother, you know, because I've just seen him grow.
No, I love
the time, and you know, and I remember I got a big up Fad Boogie.
Oh, of course.
I remember when he brought you to me, and he's like, Special, check out this guy. From then,
of course, the originator.
Yeah, the originator.
Yeah, of course.
And I really appreciate that he would even actually bring someone like that to me. Do you know what I mean?
No, that's love. Love to tad all day long. Another one from day dot.
Crazy. So, what's the journey been like though, Maverick man? Tell us through the journey. What you been up to? What you been doing? I know things have changed from the cold nights in Camden.
Yeah. Hey, there's still plenty of cold nights in Camden. Don't worry about that. Do you know what? I've grown up a lot.
Yeah.
I've grown up a lot and I've experienced a lot, and it's made me sharpen my view on the world and myself and just a lot of things, you know. And I took some time out to hibernate and to explain what I just explained, and figure myself out more musically and what I was going to put into this second record and what I could write about, if I could write about anything. And that's the kind of journey I've been on, really.
Yeah. You tend to go for because I remember many times we talk about, you know, you talk about content is very important to you as an artist.
Key.
Not so much the hit, but the song. Why is that?
Because a hit can last a short space of time, whereas a great song can last forever. You know, a great song has been passed down through generations and generations, from my grandfather to my father to me, from my father to me, growing up, letting me listen to his records and his favourite songs, which I will then pass down to my kids, and no doubt my kids will pass down to hopefully their kids. And that's the legacy of a great song, that when you write something that's relevant and honest and really clicks and connects with people on an emotional and spiritual level, that will always forever last, you know, beyond everything. So that's
and
why.
For someone listening to you right now, because you brought up some great points, like, you know, emotions in a song. How do you write a great song as opposed to writing a hit? How do you put together a great song? How do you know when this song is a great song, but it's not necessarily going to be a hit per se?
It depends. Yeah, well, I suppose it depends what you say a hit is as well. In the end of the day, and what you define a hit is. But I don't know. I suppose the only way you can define a great song is if you feel it. That's the only indication of it's a great song or not. I don't think there's any formula to a great song. Surely there's there's formulas to writing songs that you can imagine will go well, and certain chords, and we need a lift here at this point, and these kind of lyrics are catchy for people's ears. Yeah, there's that, but a really great song, I think, is a feeling that you get, you know?
Yeah.
What feeling did you get when you first heard Marvin Gaye, What's Going On, or Amy Winehouse, Love Is a Losing Game, you know? So
Man, I tell you what, I'm just thinking about it now. You know, I'm just so. Oh, okay. So, what's the most challenging song that you've had to write to this day? Would you say?
most challenging song?
Yeah.
I think to write. Well, I don't. It's the writing side of it's never really been too difficult. It's always the production side.
Right.
If there's any difficulties, it's the production because normally I write songs either with me on the guitar, with someone else on the guitar, someone else on piano. That's it, stripped back, first off. And sometimes you can lose emotion coming from that rawness to try and produce something on it. That's might be my most difficult thing. Come Fly Away was very difficult for that.
Now let's
very
talk
difficult.
about Come Fly Away. Remember when I tweeted you?
Yeah.
You know, I need to do it more often because I'm Uncle
Yeah,
Special.
of course.
Yeah, so I'm not really up on the whole thing.
I need a little 2 pence in there. Let me know what's going on.
I'm trying, but when something really touches me,
Yeah.
I have to express it.
No, look.
And when I heard it for the first time, and I was like, "Yo, this is strong."
No, love.
Do you know what I mean? So much substance. Tell us about this song. Like, you know, what's it about for those that haven't even heard it this morning?
Come Fly Away again was written. It was kind of in 2 halves, really, to be honest. Even though it was written in one sitting within like an hour and a half, and it was for me at the time. There was a lot of different things going on in my life at that point, and it kind of, you know, it was one of them weeks where everything seemed to happen in the one go, you know, and there was a lot of different situations that other people didn't know about, and it was just like, yeah, it was like this snowball effect that happened in that week. And the first verse, you know, was really about me escaping from that and expressing it, and needing a real change, and feeling like, you know, that I've been on this journey to better myself, and, you know, to almost fly away, not in a flippant sense, but to fly away from, you know, this rubbish that drags us down all the time, that we allow society to allow us to drag us down. And the second verse was written about me taking that perspective and how I view the world, and what I feel needs to be changed in the world, and the struggles that everyone's going through, because there's a lot of people in pain right now. And, you know, and for me, when I write and sit down, I'm not telling the next man or woman to what they need to write, but I know that when I sit down, that's what comes out of me, because that's what I feel.
Yeah.
You know.
Now, I don't know what your upbringing was like, because we've never really spoke about that in interviews.
No.
But you always talk about, like, you know, the pain, the emotion. Do you write based on maybe your upbringing, or because would it be fair to say that you're viewed as like a conscious artist as well? Because you've got a very deep conscious side to you as well. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, look, I'm as fun loving as the next man, but yeah, I think within music, that's where I express everything. You know, I'm a thinker. I like to sit, and I like conversation. I like to think about the world, and, you know, and try and, you know, form resolution within problems, whether it's in my own life or within society. You know.
Yeah. So this morning, we're gonna have to Snapchat this or Instagram it this morning.
Yeah.
So you're rocking the Rastaman boots this morning, right? Because you got the Palladium boots on.
Palladium
Now,
boots.
I haven't
Big
seen
up
these
Palladium.
boots. Now you got a big up. No, you took your old school this morning.
Of course.
You got the Chant Down Babylon boots on
Hey,
this morning.
trust
right?
me.
And
Every time we walk, we stample down Babylon. I'm telling you this for a fact.
and I know I've seen you hanging out with Chronics a lot.
Yeah, Chronic's
I'm
my
expecting a combination coming very, very soon.
Oh, there's one on the album. Yeah. There's a song on the album.
I knew
It
it had to, man.
Yeah,
had to.
Beautiful song.
Yeah. Tell us about your love for reggae, man, because I don't think people really understand your love for reggae, you know, and the link up with Chronics as well.
Yeah, reggae. I've been, you know, influenced by reggae for a number of years. My first kind of introduction to reggae really kind of came when I was in my early teens. Like I'd been listening to, you know, the odd, like, you know, Bob Marley records growing up, but my first real introduction was when I was, you know, 14, 15, and that's when I got really heavy into hip hop, and I started gigging more, and I was around a lot more music. I was around a lot more other musicians, and I was learning out a lot more about reggae. And it always been why I've always connected with reggae is because reggae for me sat in between soul that I'd been listening to and Irish folk, where they had the story and a history and a lesson from the music and a appreciation of culture and beauty and something greater than this, you know, and stories of pain and struggle and love and it had that from the folk sense, but it also had, you know, the beautiful melodies that whisked me away, and then deep bass lines that just took my soul. Do you know what I mean? So reggae had always been a real big influence on me, you know. And I started getting into, you know, everything from Burning Spear, Dennis Brown.
Oh wow, Burning Spear.
Yeah, Burning Spear is a big influence. Yeah, and yeah, it's always been a big part of me. So then, over time, I'd always connected with different reggae artists, and especially, you know, a lot of the Caribbean have. I always find the culture very similar to Irish culture, you know, and especially in the UK, and especially when I came back to London when I was 17, because, you know, a lot of the culture has been brought up around Irish communities, you know, Jamaican communities, Caribbean communities, whatever, and it had always been brought up very close here, so the connection was made even more, you know, stronger. And then I met people like Chronix and Protege and Dre Island along the way, and the journey, and we connected, and yeah.
Okay. So what was that experience like working with Chronix, man? Both
yeah,
of you?
brilliant.
What was the vibe?
Yeah, well,
how did you know what you was working with when you two was working together?
Well, someone had played me his tunes, and for the first time he had like 3 tunes out, and this was ages back, and I said, yeah, he's brilliant. Can you get in contact with him for me? And turned out he knew my album and met when he first came to London. We just connected on a brotherly level more than anything, you know, first off.
Yeah.
And to create after that's easy, you know. Yeah. So, you know, we were in the studio with Steve McGregor out in Kingston, did a little bit, and Chronix was over here, and yeah, we've made some really great music.
I'm looking forward to it, man. Definitely.
I'm looking forward to people hearing it.
Oh, crazy. If you just locked on this morning, we've got Maverick Sabre breaking it all down this morning. Now, do you know what? I don't think a lot of people, you know, like people catch on to you in different stages. Yeah. And unless they do their research, which a lot of people don't do these days, unfortunately. Like, do you know what I mean? They got all the tools there, but they still don't do their research.
And a lot of people just look.
I don't think a lot of people understand your love for hip hop and the fact that you used to spit a lot back in the days.
I'm a hip hop head.
You understand? Do you still have that passion for hip hop like you did?
Definitely. I'm back making beats again. I've always been spitting. I write a lot of my tunes in that form as a verse, as a spitting verse, and then sing it out or slow it down. Yeah, hip hop's always around me, you know. I'm always, for anyone who knows anything about, you know, UK hip hop, UK music, I was working with the, you know, I don't even want to say legend, because legend is something that's happened and will never happen again, but he's still creating beautiful music. Kalashnikov last night. Oh, jeez. So we're going to be walking on it.
You know, I took out that tune the other day, you know, to play It's Murder.
Yeah.
I never had a clean version. I took it out the other day, I swear. Man, I got a clean version, man. I need to go and clean it up.
Yeah, 100%.
Classic music.
Yeah, classic music. And I've always, look, hip hop's close to my heart and always will. It's one of the reasons I'm here. It's one of the cornerstones of me as a person and of my life. You know, if I didn't have hip hop in my life, I wouldn't have been at this stage. This hip hop was the real grounding, you know. Hip hop communities in Ireland and England both brought me in and accepted me and was really like the starting process. When I first met you, most of the gigs I was doing were on hip hop scene.
Yeah, that's right.
You know, so I've got nothing but respect and love for hip hop and the
Do you get a chance to go back home much and do shows, and how are you received back at home?
Yeah, beautifully. Really lovely, and we get you know, good opportunities, especially when things get busy and we've got records coming out and stuff like that, and we get more gigs. Festival season's always good over there. Yeah, and it's love. It's back home.
And what's the music scene like out there? Because I don't really know too much. Because you only hear about the big boy bands from yesteryears from Ireland. You know what I mean? That's all you hear about. What is the music scene like in Ireland?
Really, really positive. You
really?
know, for anyone who knows, like on a mainstream sense, Hosier is obviously Irish. Codaline is Irish. You know, we've had big bands like The Script. You've got this young guy called Gavin James who's Irish. We've got great hip hop scene exports like we've got Lethal Dialect, who's doing great things in Dublin at the minute. Reggie Snow, if you know Reggie Snow.
I know the name.
Who's making great waves at the minute. And yeah, for a small island, we're putting out a fantastic amount of music. You've got artists like Damien Dempsey who are, Irish folk and soul really shining through. And there's a hell of a lot. A young band as well, sorry to forget, called the Stripes, 4-piece band.
Stripes.
Yeah, the Stripes.
Okay, I'm gonna go and check out some of these names. Okay.
Yeah, and there's some great music.
Any of them that you thought you like, or you may have collaborated with, like?
Well, I've done something with Little Dialect.
Okay.
I know Reggie very well. Hopefully, do something with him. But yeah, there's a lot of talent coming out of Ireland that people don't even realize.
Yeah. So you produce, you rap, you sing, Jay, you sing. You wear palladiums. You do.
Big up Palladium. Hey.
You're doing sellout shows.
Yeah.
What's left for Maverick to do?
Oh, a lot more.
What do you want to do? What that you
nowhere
haven't done?
near achieving what we need to achieve yet.
Yeah.
Just everything in a greater scale, and I don't mean that in a sense of wealth or anything like that, or more Palladium boots. Even though if Palladium are listening, I love you.
Oh, they've got a lot of plug-in this morning.
Yeah, trust me. But no, it's just to connect with more people. It's to connect with more people. I'd like to be able to do, big shows around the world. And I've never played in South America. I've never, done gigs in Africa and Asia. I need to do more in America. I've never done anything in Australia. Like, these are places I want to go out and connect with people. Like, that's my thing, and learn, and really spread my music.
As always, wrapping up the time.
Yeah.
We haven't even got into
Always,
it yet.
we haven't even got into it.
We haven't even got into it yet, man.
You know
Wanted
what I
to talk
mean?
about some food because you can't come to my show without talking about food.
Yeah, but you can't come. You've only brought a can of Fanta in.
Listen, we're gonna get
Right.
into your single this morning. I think you should give out some social networks this morning.
Yeah.
To some of the listeners that may not be in tune. Do you know what I mean?
Well, all my social social networking is fairly easy. It's all /Maverick Sabre, YouTube /Maverick Sabre, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, the whole thing is /Maverick Sabre. Fairly simple, and I'm there for you.
And I'm not gonna lie, listeners. He does retweet. He does.
I do. I'm there.
He
I'm
does.
fairly,
He shows love.
Yeah,
He
I
shows
used
love.
to be absolutely rubbish on social media and didn't have any time for it. But no, I'm there.
Big up the artists them that don't retweet. You know who you are. Yeah. Going on like you know what I mean? You dude who don't stink. This artist really retweets.
Hey, we're there.
Big
We
up
see
Maverick.
it.
Introduce
We
your
see
single this morning, please, right here on the Universal Show.
I've been Maverick Sabre. Always love. This is my brand new single, Come Fly Away, from my album Inner Standing, out October 30th.
Booyah.